Hello, everybody. Dr. Lonnie Stewart here from the Healthcare Education Transformation Podcast. Are you a physical therapy student about to start studying for the National Physical Therapy Examination? Or maybe you're a professor, a program director, or clinical instructor who teaches DPT students preparing for the NPTE? Either way, we would recommend checking out our sponsor, NPTE Final Frontier, and the community they've built around preparing for and succeeding on the NPTE. That exam and the preparation that goes along with it can be long, tedious, difficult, and stress-inducing, but it doesn't have to be. NPTE Final Frontier has the tactics and resources to help address all of the usual barriers. They even have scholarships to help with NPTE study courses, FSBPT registration fees, and even research opportunities. And if that's not enough, they're even donating to the very first annual HET Podcast Scholarship to be awarded at the end of every year. Go to npteff.com for all of the details and use code HET for 10% off all purchases. Links to both the NPTE Final Frontier and their scholarship options are available in the show notes. And now, let's get ready to learn.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Healthcare Education Transformation Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. F. Scott Feil, and I'm wrapping up the year with this final update episode. It's something that, as a, 6, 7, 8-year podcaster now at this point, really blows my mind because we've got a lot of changes coming up. We've got a lot of fun and exciting stuff that we got coming from the Healthcare Education Transformation Podcast. Things like some new faces. We've got some of our co-hosts rotating off and some of our new co-hosts rotating on. Cannot wait to bring that to you. All new information for the new year. Some new faces, like I said, I'm excited about. We'll announce those shortly in the new year. One of the things that we've really wanted to do in the last couple of years, and we finally brought to fruition, we've got 2 courses available. One of them is if you want to be an educator in a PTA program, we are releasing a course on that will be live as of the new year. We also have a course on if you want to become an educator in the physical therapy world. So if you're looking to transition from clinical to DPT teaching, we've got a course on how to best go about doing that and then how to thrive once you're in there from the experts who are DPT educators, who are doing the profession and the job. And let me tell you, it is a profession change. It is shocking how much different it is than the clinical world. We also have a couple of books out. One of them is all about the Teach Me Something Tuesday, basically year in review, where you can go back and listen to 52 episodes. And it's almost like a journal where you can kind of put down your thoughts on each episode and just kind of put down your ideas on how you're going to implement that Teach Me Something Tuesday tip into your life. So we've got 2 volumes of that for the last 2 years worth. We also have a book on leadership that'll be coming out next year, which will also lead to a course that we have available on leadership. And if you look at the big picture for that, you have experts who not only have been in the field and have done the leadership thing, they've also got the credentials behind their name too, which really led us to think about, you know what? There's tons of speakers out there doing their thing and giving speeches and keynotes and talks on leadership and how to adapt to change and all the things that we kind of learn as healthcare providers and we try to implement, but we also have credentials to go along with those talks. So while it's nice to be chosen as a keynote speaker at some of these peer-reviewed conferences and whatnot, a lot of those are only given a stipend or some sort of honorarium a lot of times. A lot of these keynote speakers and a lot of these speakers that turn their speeches into workshops are getting paid by companies that have budgets essentially for speakers, for keynote speakers, for long speeches, for workshops.
And now for a quick shout out to our newest sponsor, Varela Financial. If you're a physical therapist and you have student loan debt, you got to talk to these guys. What makes them unique is that they view financial planning like running hurdles on a track. And for PTs, the first hurdle many of us run into is student loan debt. Varela Financial will help you get over that hurdle. They not only take the time to explain to you which plans you individually qualify for and how those plans work, but they also take the time to show you what your individual case looks like, mapped out within each option. So if you're looking for help on your student loan debt or any area of personal finances, we recommend working with them. I use Varela Financial personally, and they were able to help me lower my student loan repayment from about $1,800 a month down to about $135 per month simply by finding the right repayment plan that best fit me, my family, and our life goals. You can check them out at varelafinancial.com. Link is in the show notes if you need it for reference, and tell them the HET podcast crew sent you. And now back to the show.
Some of them are half day, some of them are full day, but the bigger picture is that, look, you have this company that's looking for people to come in and fill these spots for speakers. Why aren't healthcare providers getting these positions as well? So we are starting to work on a speaking agency for healthcare providers with credentials to talk about what they love to talk about, what their passion is, what their specialty is. So we're excited about that. We hope that we can bring, plenty of people opportunities to get on these stages and do this public speaking type stuff, if that's something that interests you. I know a lot of people struggle with public speaking. It's obviously one of the top 5 fears of people, which is crazy to me. But at the same time, I get it. I understand. I've been on the stage since I was very young. From New York. I was a radio DJ in college. I love to talk. I love being in front of people. I love using my hands. I love using my face. I love using my voice to go and spread the word for, what I believe in and what I'm passionate about. And I hope that I can continue to do that over the years. Like I said, we're hoping that in the big picture, speakers will come from all different healthcare areas and use their expertise and their knowledge and what they've learned in graduate school and medical schools through life experience to share their stories and help inspire and help educate others. Like I said, we've got a lot of big things in the works for the HET podcast. And one of the things that I'm most excited about, and we've been working on this for a while now, is we're taking a percentage of the proceeds from everything that we have for sale from the HET podcast, and we're putting that into a scholarship. So the first ever HET scholarship will be available in 2024. We hope to grow and expand that scholarship year over year. We don't know how big the scholarship is going to be. We hope that it, starts out at a decent number and just grows from there. But in the big picture, we really want to start helping some people to defray the cost of healthcare education in general. So look out for that scholarship. Look out for information. Reach out to us on social media at HET Podcast everywhere. If you have questions, if you want to inquire, if you have ideas for things that we should offer, anything as far as guests that you want to hear from, any topics you want to hear about, let us know. Reach out to us at HET Podcast on all the socials. Hope you have a happy and healthy and wonderful new year. And we will talk to you in the very near future with some of these new offerings for you. And we hope that they help people really figure out what they want to do in the world of education, how they want to make an impact, and hopefully, how to thrive. Wishing you all the best, and look forward to talking to you all soon in the new year. Have a great one.
Hello, everybody. Dr. F. Scott Feil here, and we don't do this nearly enough. I wanted to thank you as an audience for being here, for listening to the shows. Without you guys, we wouldn't have anybody to geek out with over education and learning and teaching and educating. So thank you for being here, for being, faithful listeners over the years. Also, if possible, we'd love to ask a favor. We don't do this often, but if you could leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen to this podcast, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps boost our rankings and our algorithm, and really just helps get this message out to more people out there in healthcare education who may need, some of the episodes and the experts that we interview. So if you could, like I said, leave a rating and review, we would greatly appreciate it. And we will see you on the next show.